And for our last topic, we're going to talk about how I believe WB is about to fail and fail hard. Kind of going off of the topic Brett brought up about people playing all the games that are over 6 years old.
Yeah, we split it up so we get a review in between, and then we go right back to the same topic.
Right back to hard-hitting topic.
Makes for multiple YouTube videos here.
Yeah, there you go. So last year in 2023, Hogwarts Legacy was the best-selling game. Who would have thought? 22 million copies, 2 million over Tears of the Kingdom, which is a very popular game. Everyone's excited
Hogwarts Legacy was so much better.
Yes, apparently it was. So this is huge, and it's kind of weird that it wasn't at the Game Awards, being one of the best-selling games of all time. I think we know why. Controversies. So with this, you would think WB would be like, let's make a Hogwarts Legacy 2 and make all the money and continue this trend. Lightning in the bottle. But they have decided to just go all in on games as a service for some reason. Every game, every popular title that they have, they want to make a game.
But Austin, Suicide Squad did so well.
I know.
It did. It's still doing great. New season dropped.
Still alive. It will soon die. I assure you. Anyway, it hasn't been announced that Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to be a game as a service. But I think we can actually bet almost 100% that it will be. And I think that will ruin that game. Like, it's very possible they can make a really awesome games as a service Hogwarts Legacy 2. I just don't see how it's possible. The way that the game's set up, the way the game's laid out, the way that they're going to try to tell a story. Like, can you imagine if there were seasons in Hogwarts Legacy? Like, I just feel like there's not enough content there.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't like shove microtransactions into it for like different like robes and costumes and stuff like that. Still be single player, but like brooms and robes and all these different things to like, and then add the Quidditch part to it so you could actually like fly around and do Quidditch shit.
That would be awesome. Like if they had a Quidditch DLC and you had to pay $10 for it, I guarantee you, everyone would pay for that.
The Legends treatment like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be free. I think. Yeah. But I would pay. I'd pay $10 for that.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming it was good.
What about 20?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
40?
No.
85.
100. Okay. Super deluxe Hogwarts Legacy. So this is what the Warner Brothers gaming boss said. JP Perrette.
Oh.
Perrette. Perrette.
Yep.
Sure. Peretti maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, Peretti. He said that single-player games are volatile and success on the level of Hogwarts Legacy is rarely guaranteed. I'm like, all you have to do is make a Hogwarts Legacy.
But it's funny, yeah. You just had it, so like, why?
Why? It's not rare. Like you got it. This is lightning in the bottle. Run with it. And they're just like, no, that's not. We're not going to do that. So Zaslav explained, our focus is on transforming the biggest franchises from largely console and PC based with 3 or 4 years. Release schedules to include more always-on gameplay through live services, multi-platform, and free-to-play extensions with the goal of having more players spending more time on more platforms. He added, ultimately, we want to drive engagement and monetization of longer cycles at a higher level. We are currently under scale and see significant opportunity to generate greater post-purchase revenue. So, in my opinion, they see the potential for money. Just because Hogwarts Legacy basically was, you could argue, game of the year for selling the most copies. Apparently outselling Baldur's Gate 3, that you would want to continue that streak. But they're deciding that the course of action is let's get as much money as we can over a longer period of time. And we've seen what happens. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, massive failure. And they just want to continue this trend for some reason, and I don't know why. Like, it makes no sense to me. And that's why I think they're going to fail in the end. Like, there's just no way they can continue this. Like, they will destroy these franchises. A perfectly good franchise. I think it's not going to survive past Hogwarts Legacy 2 if they continue to go down this path. What are your thoughts?
I'm curious how Shadows of Mordor. What was the second one after Shadows of Mordor?
Shadow of War.
Think so, yeah.
Shadow of War.
I wonder how that one did, because I think that was during that that was also WB Games. But I'm curious how that one did, because that was the last big like multiplayer or single player experience that they had before they went to. Wait, scroll down a little bit, Austin. Okay, yeah, published by Warner Bros. Okay, cool. Up after that, it was a lot of like, Hogwarts Legacy was like the next big one, because then they brought out Mortal Kombat 11, which had some live service components. They brought out Back 4 Blood, which had a lot of live service components. Not live service, but like a lot of like DLC content, like ongoing content.
Yeah.
I thought the Multiversus decision was really odd, that they like brought that out and they were just like, no, we're going to take it back and then like work on it some more and then re-release it. I thought that was a really strange move there. They did publish Gotham Knights, so that wasn't really full. I mean, did it have battle like cosmetics you could buy?
No,
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so. No.
It was fun for a little bit,
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't as successful as...
It wasn't Hogwarts Legacy, no. Yeah. But, I mean, I feel like they've been trying to infuse a lot of this, like, live servicey things into the experiences, but, I don't know, it's weird to see some of the games they brought out. I mean, Gotham Knights wasn't great. Hogwarts Legacy was huge. Mortal Kombat has been successful, although Mortal Kombat 1 has a lot of, like, live servicey stuff into it. The Skywalker Saga was a ton of fun. I think that sold really well. That was single player, just stuff.
Skywalker Saga?
The Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's just a rehash, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's pretty extended. It was a lot of extra stuff. Yeah, it was very, very large.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm kind of surprised and find it to be odd that they would like just double down on that.
Well, but
again, the numbers show otherwise based on the last conversation we had.
I mean, yeah, it's the potential for money. Like they want the potential for money over extended periods of time, and that's what they're aiming for.
Which is a lot easier, I guess, not easier, but if they get it right, it is unfortunately easier than coming up with brand new IP, brand new games, and trying to like hit a full blown new game out there over and over again.
Well, the gaming industry has become so big, and it's just all about the numbers now. It's no longer about the art. And before, it was the art that was driving the numbers in the end. I mean, who would have thought Halo would be so successful? And look at it now; it's a huge franchise. Got
what's a fantastic TV show?
Warcraft. Yeah, that too. Diablo. Blizzard. All of Blizzard's games were basically huge franchises that grew them to where they are now. And yeah, people just want money. I get it. I definitely get it. I mean, you can't make games without money, but I just don't think they understand like how to create a fan base that love your game. Like Blizzard was the best at that. Creating these giant franchises that people love the characters. They built community by having BlizzCon and rallying people together. Here's our next big release. Amazing. And they don't do that anymore. And I don't there's a huge disconnect because you have a bunch of businessmen in there and women who are trying to like, we just need to pump these numbers up. I mean, that's been my stance for a while now. It's like, we need these spreadsheets need to look good.
So what do you think that WB should do to get on the right track and make you happy again?
They should just launch, they should make Hogwarts Legacy 2 just like the first game. Obviously, quality of life changes, rearrange some things, add some new things, probably add Quidditch. I'm sure we go with new characters or something.
Yeah.
Even go farther in the past. I don't know. And it just needs to be the same, but a little different. And I guarantee you, that won't take much. Like you can even use, even if it just took place like right after, like a few years later or something, you could almost use all the same assets. I mean, the map's there. Maybe increase it. Maybe you have places where I have to travel to other locations outside of Hogwarts area to do battles or research stuff. I don't know.
Maybe not have it at Hogwarts and do it in America.
Yeah, there's other schools out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But that's just one game. That's just one game that we're talking about. I'm pretty sure aren't they supposed to come out with a Hogwarts Legacy too? I thought they're
going to,
it's
but
in the works.
His thought is there'll be live service and not like a single player RPG.
I have my own opinion on that one, but yeah.
So it should be a live service.
I think Hogwarts Legacy would have done well as a multiplayer game.
Okay.
I still think it's a
Like a
phenomenal
co-op
game.
or
like a co-op, not live service.
Definitely.
Co-op will be great and stuff like that. Live service, no, not so much. It would be easily to turn it into a live service, like super easy, expanding the world out and doing stuff like that. Co-op would be better, in my own opinion.
I hate to
I
say
definitely
it,
would like that.
but I could see a future.
You
As
son
much,
of a bitch.
I hate to. No. So not as a live service.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
want a Suicide Squad,
Yes.
but I like the idea of if we turn this game co-op, you got to like get your friend together, a couple friends, get on your broomsticks, fly around, your hippogriffs, whatever, explore this massive open world, have a lot of cool like side questy things, have a main storyline you can follow along, and then I wish, and it must just not be enough money because they don't do it enough, but like the Borderlands treatment from Borderlands 2, where it was like really good, rich DLC stuff that was like an extra couple hours long that you can jump into and then re-explore that world and stuff, but like have an expanded area to go and roam around in and stuff, but not spend all that time on like cosmetics and battle passes and things of that nature. But they kind of need that to make that cash.
Make that cash and that open. And like anything with co-op now, there's no more co-op. It's always live service. It's going to open up that door.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I mean, Suicide Squad is a prime example. That could have been just a great co-op game.
Yeah.
With a great
Yes.
story and stuff like that. But they turned it into... They formed it into a live service game to keep people coming to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's no more co-op. There hasn't been a co-op game in like forever
Co-op
now.
is dead. R.I.P.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, Halo's supposed to have co-op, and I don't think they have co-op anymore.
They do. Halo
They
Infinite.
finally break-
Yeah, they finally brought out
Okay.
the co-op.
When was
for,
the last co-op game?
Halo
So,
Infinite.
Borderlands 3? No, Borderlands Tiny Tina? Or Saint Rose
Probably.
4?
I mean, would you consider
probably-
Remnant?
Remnant,
yeah.
Remnant's co-op. There's
Yeah.
there's
There's no like live servicey stuff.
Yeah.
Is there no live service?
I mean, you can jump into other people's games, right? Or matchmake? No.
yeah, you could.
You can
In
matchmake?
Remnant 2, you can
Okay,
matchmake and
okay.
stuff.
So
guess
it's
they're-
kind of
I
co-op.
guess Remnant 2 was probably like the last current like actual co-op game where
Yeah.
there's no microtransactions in Remnant 2
No.
either.
Gotham Knights.
Yeah, Gotham Knights, but I think Remnant 2 was after that.
Well, yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying, the last one we played. So I guess it's not dead, but it's not like thriving.
It's not common.
No.
Yeah. Oh, well, Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, prime example.
Yes.
That's an outstanding
Yes.
example.
Yes.
So
Very-
if games
very
did
recent.
that more, I feel, and like Brett said, release like DLC to earn that extra cash and stuff. Yeah, fucking phenomenal. But we kind of like the bigger game companies kind of die down from doing that now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could see one issue being, scale. It's like, oh, we already have this massive game we spend a lot of money on. Now we have to make it more massive. Just like all companies feel like they have to do. Like Ubisoft, it's just like, oh, let's make this game 10 times as big with all this extra stuff. And it's like, that takes a lot of money and effort and time. And it's not, why can't we just
It's a
make...
vicious cycle that
Yeah.
they're creating themselves, is like adding more of the content, so they have to earn more money from that content that they just added. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a prime example. They had microtransactions in a single player game, like for time savers and for armor and all this stuff, because they put in more time into this massive game. They got to earn that revenue back.
Yeah. Just think having somebody, like looking at the scope of your game and trying to figure out what's actually feasible and doable and having the story. I think Assassin's Creed is kind of different because it became its own beast.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't have the talent to write story, honestly, in my opinion, after the Ezio saga. Actually, even after the first one, because I think the guy who created Ezio and that whole story left, and that the next two that came out, like they just were able to strike gold,
Yeah.
even though that guy ended up leaving. Anyway, I think, okay, here's the other side of the coin, or the other thing. I could see Hogwarts Legacy 2 being live service if they create a smaller area with new stuff, and then they have seasons, maybe
they
not a
expand
battle
the area?
pass, or like expansions, where it starts opening up different areas. And so instead of having a Hogwarts Legacy 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5, like, what if they just like, we're going to expand the Hogwarts universe in little packs of stuff. not like every year or not like 3 times a year, but maybe like once or twice. It's at a new area. You can do new stuff.
Well, honestly,
maybe even like a multiplayer area. I don't know.
In Hogwarts Legacy, remember like when you go down to the southeastern part of the map, there was a part where you had to go through like the gnomes or the trolls like cave or whatever to get to the other side, and there was that other region down there. Like that alone could have been its own expansion because there was a shit ton of stuff down in that new area. I was like, holy crap, I thought I was done with this game, and here's a whole bunch of stuff to explore. That easily could have been like and maybe at one point it was going to be, and maybe that's why it was separated the way it was. I don't know, but I like that idea of just like having it kind of branch out from there. And, like I don't mind if you got stuff that's locked down that we don't quite see yet, and it does open up and reveal more as time goes on and give us new content to work from.
Because, there's lore for the Harry Potter universe. But there's only it's kind of blocked out, right? It's kind of like Star Wars. Like we have this, dang, that was low. We have this area that we know of, and there's some things that we know from the past, some things we know from the future, or happen in the future. But you kind of blocked out this one point in time that you have the ability to kind of do what you want in a way, So you could make things happen. There's a war of the trolls. The trolls have come up, just like the goblins have come up. And now they've invaded Hogwarts, and you have to take out these areas. And maybe you have to go to another land or team up with another school and defeat some people. I don't know,
Yeah.
Drip that content in over time, seasons or whatever. I think that would work. And then add in multiplayer. You get that team up with your friends. You know, it'd be awesome. It was like Helldivers. We're going this area. We're going to fly in with our brooms.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
I mean, honestly, treat it like freaking Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Just give me the opportunity to go raid
a base,
troll bases, and with my friends and do cool shit. It'd be a lot of fun.
That, don't they?
What?
They have sneaking around and stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's stealth and
it's just single player, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm surprised they never did more with Middle Earth or that kind of concept, because those games did really well, and they just never went further with them.
I don't know if they could, because the lore is so tight,
or just something with that idea of like the Nemesis system. Apparently that was really cool, and I don't see any other game or anything that's adopted that really.
Yeah,
and I was
supposedly
surprised.
Arkham Knight was supposed to have the Nemesis system in it.
Oh, really?
But they pulled it out of it. No, Arkham Knight.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Arkham Knight was supposed to have it, but they pulled it out.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
It's crazy.
So, I know the same company that did Shadow of War is doing Wonder Woman, so we might see.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there is hope, because Monolith, if they're still under WB, that would mean Wonder Woman would be a WB game, right?
Yep.
There you go, Austin.
WB is Wonder Woman. Is under that.
There you go, Austin.
They want all of them to be live service. Some way, somehow, it's going to be messed up. Time will tell. Time will tell.
They're going to make Wonder Woman a man just for you.
Wonder Man.
No.
There is a hero named that.
They will make it half man, half woman.
That's fair. That's good. That could be good.
I was going to say something, but I'm not. I'm keeping it low key.
Cool. I like it. Anyway, that's my opinion on why I think WB is going to fail in the end. Probably won't be in the next 5 years if they keep going down this. Just like everything else, it's nothing is succeeding. Nothing's working. Everyone's losing money. That's why there's massive layoffs in Hollywood, because all that isn't working. We've seen all the massive layoffs this year and last year, double this year from last year's.
Yeah,
it's insane. The content isn't working, and they just continue to go down this path. So they'll end in ruin.
They're just spending too much money.
I know.
Money.
Make your own video games or support all the devs, the indie devs who are doing awesome stuff. Or Sony. Sony's doing good stuff.
I just can't wait for Hogwarts Legacy 2. Yeah. But I hope it's good.
I kind of want to go back and play the first one again.
I thought about it, but it's just there's a lot of shit to do.
There is.
I was about to reinstall it. I was like,
you should do it, man.
But Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. I'll fucking don't start talking about that, because I'll fucking go home and play that. That's awesome.
You should go play the Stellar Blade demo.
Yeah. Got it downloading.
Nice.
Well, cool. There you go. WB Games.
What y'all think? Will they fail? Or Hogwarts Legacy 2 just blow our socks off?
And we're not going to see that for another 3 or 4 years, probably.
Yeah, I know. Plenty of time to mess it up.
We'll be in post GTA 6 world.
Oh my gosh.